Hey everyone, what's up? Excuse the camera quality today. I have to film this on my laptop because my phone, which I usually use to record, I need it for today's video. So, anyway, I wanted to do a library haul today. So, as I mentioned in my last haul video, I am trying to be a lot better about the amount of books I buy, or I'm just trying to tone it down. It's hard as someone who loves books, my fellow book lovers, I know you understand. But again, I also know that overconsumption, no matter if it's in the form of books, is bad. So I'm trying to work on that and reel it in. So I forgot the name of the Bookstagram creator that I saw this from. So he does library hauls. So instead of doing like books I purchased hauls, he goes to the library and talks about the books that he got from the library. And I think that's a great way to still talk about books, and it's still a stack of books that you're coming home with, but you're helping out your local library in the process. Again, it's always good to help out your local library. They need a lot of help right now. So sign up for library card. It's free. Actually check out books for them, and that helps out so much more than you think. But that being said, let's go ahead and get started on my library haul. So this book I've had for a while. I think I mentioned that it was part of my TBR for June, and I've been reading it since then. I still haven't finished it, but I will explain why. So that book is In the Company of Women, Inspiration and Advice from Over 100 Makers, Artists, and Entrepreneurs by Grace Bonney. And the reason it's taken me so long to read it is I will read whatever interview by the female entrepreneur, and then I will go on YouTube and watch one of their videos. Sometimes it's like interviews that they've done, sometimes it's just like a curated video talking about like their design inspiration and things like that. So kind of just whatever pops up. I've been watching it, so that's why it's taken me so long to read it, but I'm really enjoying reading their interview and then getting a more in-depth look via video to get to know the person more. The next book that I got is Monster Volume 3. I also mentioned this in my June TBR, so I've made it through the first two volumes of this book. Now I am on Volume 3, and so that's what that looks like. I'm working my way through it so I can bring this onto the podcast. And so I don't want to say too much about what I've thought of the first two volumes so far, but I've made my way to volume number 3. The next book that I got is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. And this one I'm reading as part of the 2025 Pop Sugar Reading Challenge. This is for their prompt that says read a book with either a snake on the cover or a snake in the title. So I got Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I honestly I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it, and I just started it last night. So it seems like it's going to be dark academia. I've only read one dark academia book before this one, and it wasn't really my genre, but I'm going to give it a shot and see what I think. The next thing I got is The Book Thief, the DVD. I just finished reading the book, and so I need to rewatch the adaptation now so I can bring it onto the podcast. So remember, if you can't find something on a streaming service and you don't have a physical DVD, you can check it out from your local library. Although it seems like a lot of people don't have DVD players anymore. Because I was telling my coworker on Saturday, I was like, I need to go home and drop off some stuff because my bag is ridiculously heavy because I have 3 books and a DVD player and a DVD in there. And he's like, you still have a DVD player at home to watch this DVD? And I was like, yes, I do. So anyway, so I checked this out from the library so I can watch it for the podcast. And finally, the last book that's part of my haul, which is why I need my phone, is, once it finishes loading, The Last Letter from Your Lover by Jojo Moyes. And yes, I'm also reading this for the podcast, and I have a lot to go. I'm barely on page 255 of 816 mobile pages. So I'm working my way slowly through it, but yeah, they didn't have the physical copy of this one, so I'm reading the ebook. But anyway, that is it for this library haul. Let me know if you've read any of these books. If you've read them, what do you think? And be sure to go to the library and get your own library haul. Do your own library haul. Support your libraries. It's so important. Libraries are so important. Don't forget that libraries exist. It's a bunch of free books. All right. I will see you next time. Bye.